It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Tuesday, the 3rd of December. I'm Michael Groff. It's another warm one out there today. Temperatures approaching, if not exceeding, record values in some locations. And we'll continue with above average temperatures through the rest of the week. A gradual downtrend in afternoon highs is expected later this weekend and next week. Unfortunately, that will not be accompanied by any meaningful chances of precipitation. Not anytime soon. Could we see a pattern change as we get into next week? We'll talk about that and everything else as we dive on in. First, the almanac from yesterday, 81 degrees, the afternoon high, 52 the morning low, 69 and 48 are the averages. We weren't that far away from that record high of 84 from 2021. Checking temperatures out there right now, 81 degrees is the temp at Sky Harbor, and that's just 1 degree shy of tying the record for the date. Elsewhere, we're generally in the upper 70s to about 80 degrees over most of the metro and the surrounding desert areas. So yes, it feels more like late October or early November as opposed to December around here. Satellite picture shows you the same old story here across the west. Yeah, some high clouds passing mainly to the north and west of us, as well to the south, but high pressure is still the dominant feature. And with high pressure, that means the air is sinking. That means the air is dry. That means that compression that sinking air provides warms us up with a good supply of sunshine and dry air. Yeah, that's why we're seeing those record or near record temperatures again today. Watch warning map is pretty quiet for us, but elsewhere we've got winter weather conditions over parts of the Great Lakes and the Northeast. Some freeze warnings over parts of the southeast. It has been chilly all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Some below freezing temperatures there. Even some near freezing temperatures all the way down into central Florida. We even had some snow last night up in parts of central and east Tennessee, around Gatlinburg and Nashville. So, hey, it's feeling like winter in some parts of the country, also to the north of us. Parts of Idaho and eastern Oregon, those air stagnation advisories, and the freezing fog that occurs overnight with that cold air trapped in those valleys. We've been talking about that for a while. The convective outlook for today, not much going on. No severe weather to talk about, just a little bit of thunder over parts of Texas. Precipitation outlook around here, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, there could be a spritz, a sprinkle, a light shower over parts of far southeast Arizona, but that's going to be just about it. No real meaningful rainfall to talk about. I know I've been saying this over and over. It sounds like the same video every single day, but I promise you, we're giving you new updates. We're not, as of yet, we're not using AI here to generate these videos, although we probably could, or we could just copy and paste it. It sure sounds like it, but I assure you, there's new stuff going on, just not around here. Let's talk about why that is as we get to the models. Take a look at it. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run. It's valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Trough in the east, ridge in the west. Little low pinned underneath that, moving through this little open wave that's coming through the southwest. What it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the day today, how about it? Sunny, warm, low 80s. You know that. A record high for today, 82 degrees, likely to tie or break it. Tonight, clear sky, overnight lows, mid-40s to mid-50s. That's above average, but not ridiculously so. Still, yeah, we should be getting down into the upper 40s or mid-40s this time of the year. How about tomorrow? How about more of the same? A little bit cooler, if you will. Highs mid to upper 70s. The sky remains sunny. Mid to upper 70s on Thursday. Same story. Sunny sky, dry air. Mid-70s, upper 70s on Friday, mid-70s on Saturday. Same story on Sunday. Temperatures drop a couple of degrees out here, and by early next week, highs low 70s or so. And we're seeing these short waves riding down on the front side of this ridge that's retrograding a bit. It's pushing back to the west. And that's opening the door for these short waves to come on through. And mainly, the main dynamics are going to stay to the north and east of us. The tail end of these waves clips through the Four Corners in Arizona. And so we get some breezy conditions and slightly cooler temperatures because the ridge is moving away and because the upper heights are dropping on the tail end of these short waves. But no precipitation for us in south central Arizona, unfortunately. So Monday is likely to see highs in the upper 60s and low 70s around here. And then here's a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 10th of December. And again, we've got a highly positively tilted trough coming through the southwest. And in that setup, we're not going to see any moisture. Again, a few clouds maybe and some breezy conditions. But look at that big ridge that's just sitting out there over the Northeast Pacific and nosing into Western Canada, the Pacific Northwest. That is just going to preclude any major storm systems from coming down here. Yes, a short wave could ride down the east side of that ridge, move into the Intermountain West, drop due south, but that takes it over land. There's no moisture up there. And because it's highly positively tilted like that, that configuration from southwest to northeast, as you see on this graphic here, well, it's not going to allow it to advect any Pacific moisture in here or any subtropical moisture. So in that setup, we are just dry, especially with a northerly flow coming in behind it. Yes, cooler temperatures, we'll see that, but we just won't see any real precipitation. There might be a shower over parts of southeast Arizona, certainly over New Mexico and Colorado, some rain and snow, but nothing around here in that kind of a setup. Now, as we go out 10 days, this is Thursday the 12th. And what's happening is a piece of energy breaks away from this and gets caught up again underneath a ridge that sits over the Pacific Northwest and forms into an upper low, a little closed low. Now, if this happens to verify, big if, underlined, italicized, bold-faced, that could eventually start to draw some moisture up here, but it would take that low to sit out there for a while. This low looks reasonably strong on this run, but again, this is 10 days out. We're trudging into fantasy land, and there's just no real indication that that's going to happen. I mean, could it happen? Yes, we have been stuck in a Rex block pattern for several weeks, and to see a continuation or a redevelopment of that Rex block here over the southwest, that's not inconceivable for sure, but you know, the devil's in the details, and how this plays out remains to be seen. So for now, we're just looking at the continuation of mainly dry weather with temperatures falling back closer to seasonal averages at some point next week. All right, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through the 17th of December. It's off the GFS ensemble, and you can pretty much forget it. The mean is well under 1/10 of an inch. European ensemble, same story. Mean's under 1/10 of an inch. Hardly any of the members show any measurable rain if we could count them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 looks like have any sort of rain, trace or more here. So we continue. What is it? I think we're up to 103 days without measurable rain here in Phoenix. And so now we've got a long way to go to hit that all-time record. That's 160 days, but at the rate we're going, hey, 106, that's only 2 months away, less than 2 months now. So, I don't know. It's been the year of records. Why not tack on another one? Temperatures off the national blend of models. We keep it warm through the rest of the week, heading into the weekend. By next week, though, you see highs dropping down to the mid-60s, and that's closer to seasonal averages. Lows will drop into the 40s, and that means the cooler pockets will get down in the 30s. I think it's a little optimistic depending on where the position of that ridge happens to be. But if we get that kind of northerly flow, cool air advection, those little short waves coming through, yes, I could see high temperatures dropping back into the 60s. And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. Make those monetary contributions, or you can donate directly via PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of SweetChildAZ.com.org and that Facebook page of the same name called Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Check out her blogs, videos, everything Michelle related, linked up down in the description. And Michelle and Mike related, it's our streaming station, available 24/7, 365, unless there's an internet outage, which there was earlier today. Talking about KMGX there. That is the streaming station. Plays a lot of music. We have a lot of fun with that. do give that a listen. I believe it's back on. You know what I'm going to do right now? This will probably get me demonetized, and you guys can't see me doing this because I don't have my set up in such a way, but I just want to check and see if it is, in fact, back online. So I just go over here to KMGX.com, and we'll just click the old play button here. And sure enough, oh yeah, we're playing Ozzy over there right now. So a little Crazy Train. So there you go. And that's what's happening on KMGX at this moment. Yep. You get 6 decades of music. You get it's the most chaotic mix of music you'll ever hear. I assure you that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support. So greatly appreciated. Do you think that like 1 or 2 seconds of music will get me demonetized? You think that'll happen? Well, we'll find out. Hey, all right. So I'll miss out on a couple of bucks. It was worth it, wasn't it? Wasn't that 2 seconds of Ozzy worth it? You got to laugh sometimes. You just got to laugh. If you're wondering, by the way, why our videos were late today, this has been some day. The dogs, I don't know. The dogs got into something downstairs, and so that was quite the cleanup. Topaz, I think it's Topaz. It wasn't Buddy. It wasn't our fluffy dog. It was Topaz. She's the Aussie. She's the red heeler. And she's a very playful dog. She's a very sweet dog, but very playful dog, and got into something. I don't know where she found aluminum foil and some trash to get into. Our trashes are sealed up and everything, and I don't know where she found it. I'll give her creativity for this one. I have no idea, but she did, and that's why we were late with the weather video today. That, and I was exploring MySQL and playing around with databases. A lot of nerds. Boy, do I have an exciting life, right? All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Please be safe and stay cool, stay hydrated out there. It's warm out this afternoon. Have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Tuesday.